Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives, back for a CD vinyl update. Before we get to that, I just want to thank everybody for, taking the time to watch this middle-aged metalheads videos. It does bring me a lot of, excitement, or however you want to put it. It's just something I look forward to, chatting with everybody. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing great. I got a few things here. We'll cover this off. I got some new releases. I got a couple of old favorites. A couple of these, I'll definitely need your opinion on them. Are they, are they the best of the bunch, or is there something else I should look for? We're going to start off this update with the brand new Whitesnake. Now, my Whitesnake collection consists of, this is the third album. This is all I own. I had some cassettes back in the day. I do not have those anymore, so I'll probably be seeking a little bit more Whitesnake for my collection. We've all seen this album. Now, my first impressions here, this is nothing new or earth-shattering, but it is good. I will tell you, this is a good album. And you know what? For David Coverdale's age, and the voice is not like a guitar. A guitar, you can tune it, you can make it sound however you want. But a voice, eventually some things go. Some of these guys don't have the range they used to. But with that said, like I said, check this out. This is a great album. And like I had mentioned, I only have 3 CDs of Whitesnake now. I will continue to look for some more. So I'm only about 479 items behind John as far as Whitesnake goes. Definitely, if you want to go see some Whitesnake, go see John's channel, Vinylizer. Little plug for you, John. Anyways, great album. This kicks off really good with a song called Good to See You Again. Really enjoy that. Gonna Be Alright, Shut Up and Kiss Me's okay. It's, again, people have talked about the little bit of corny lyrics in here and stuff. Yeah, definitely evident. And the song Always and Forever could be kind of maybe left off here. But I tell you, the intro to that song, they should have saved it for something else, because that is a kick-ass intro. Anyways, there's that one. Another one I picked up, a newer release, fairly new, probably about a month ago. This is Enforcer, Zenith, or Zenith, however they would pronounce that in the song. There we go, a little bit of a glare black cover here. So yes, and to answer your question, Mark G, yes, you are the guy that got me on to Enforcer. This is not as good as Death by Fire or From Beyond. Those are the only other 2 I have. I'd say the strong tracks definitely on here are, the strongest track is called Thunder in Hell. It is classic, almost speed metal sounding. This whole album to me has almost like a concept album feel at times. It's not a concept album. It definitely is thematic, that's for sure. Die for the Devil, Searching for You, I really like that song too. And then there's a few that are, just not what you would be used to from Enforcer, but this is growing on me. And I'll tell you, it's not as bad as it's made out to be. Don't be afraid to check it out. You know what? You're not going to get, sometimes we complain if a band stays the same. Sometimes people complain if they change too much. Sometimes it's a no-win situation. And whatever, don't listen to it if you don't like it, but definitely a good album. Another brand new release that it's been out for a while. I think if you're on the Bandcamp or whatever, you would get it a lot quicker than I did. This only came yesterday, and I've been spinning it probably 3 or 4 times already. This is Haunt, If Icarus Could Fly. So this is their second full-length album. I picked up an EP on vinyl here too. I'm going to show you that. This is really good. I'm listening to their first album, Burst Into Flames, in the background, which for the first few listens, I do enjoy Burst Into Flame a little bit more, but I just love Haunt. That old school sound. yeah, definitely check out this album. Next up, this band has been recommended to me from numerous people, and I got their third and fourth album before, so now I went back and got their second album and their first with this singer. And I do have a good friend, Frankie, who absolutely is probably the #1 John Corabi fan I've ever met in my life. And you know what? Rightfully so. This guy can sing. He has emotion. You definitely can feel how his energy is to the songs and everything. But I picked up their first album with John on vocals. This is the Dead Daisies, and it is called Revolution. It's kind of spelt a little bit different, even if maybe I'm not even pronouncing it right. This is a SPV release, great digipack, and nice slide out booklet there. Yeah, I've certainly become a fan of the Dead Daisies. This would be more what I would call the hard rock for me. You know what? I go from hard rock to just classic metal to thrash to death metal. You know what? Since doing videos, you guys have really expanded my horizons and opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I really appreciate that. You know, I don't like everything that's suggested to me, but you know, we can't like everything, and you know, we can't get bent out of shape if somebody doesn't like something you like. I mean, there's enough music to go around. Here's a couple more classics. I got this one last week for $5, brand new. I had it on cassette. It came out roughly the same time as Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. Almost like, kind of like the same type of band, a little sleazy. And I bet you're guessing who this is already. It is not a slower pussycat. It is definitely a faster pussycat. This is the one I had on cassette. I definitely needed to get the CD. I love this album. I know it top to bottom. It is just a fun listen. This is the Elektra Records excuse me, release. I definitely want to get their second album, and that'd probably be about it for me for Faster Pussycat. I think those are the two highlights for me. But again, just a fun album, just a great listen. Definitely brings back lots of memories. This next band I picked up, this is the second album I own from these guys. The first one is called Louder Than Hell, and that is from Manowar, but this one is called The Triumph of Steel. Now, first impressions, not as good as Louder Than Hell, but a good album. This one actually starts off with a 28-minute kind of concept, Achilles, Agony, and Ecstasy in 8 parts. Really good. It's like telling a story, and then it goes into about another 6 or so standalone tracks, looks like. You know what? I really do like Manowar. Take it for what it is. It is just another, you know, thematic type of band. Definitely just a fun listen. Don't take it too serious. Just listen, and you know, it's just good old metal. And yeah, definitely these guys portray the metal for sure. Playing in the background, I said before, Haunt. I just become a big fan of these guys. I love that old school sound. You know what? It's not for everybody, some of the new wave of traditional heavy metal, but it definitely worth checking out. You got those old guitar tones, even that old sound, almost like an analog sound. But I picked up their EP on Shadow Kingdom Records. This is their first EP, Luminous Eyes. I had showed you on CD their second full-length album, If Icarus Could Fly. There is also an EP coming out called Mosaic Vision. If you ever want to see anything Haunt, I mean, go over to Kevin, WarGod60. Like I said before, he is the Haunt superstore of the VC, I'll tell you. He's got every color, every shade, every release there is. Yeah, and it's definitely pretty cool. Nice insert. This is just a 4-song EP, but it's really good. It's not a lot, but it's a more raw sounding, those 4 songs, than their their first album, what I'm playing in the background, Burst Into Flame. And it's on kind of like, if you know those, what are those ice cream treats called? Creamsicle. This album is actually making me a little hungry for a little bit of a snack here. Little creamsicle. Vinyl looks great. And the last item I got to show you here, this is getting up in the length of the video, so we'll wrap this up quick. As far as reissues, I am a big reissue person. I enjoy music on vinyl. I like, I didn't realize how many releases music on vinyl it really has out. I went to their website and I was just, holy, I was like, I did not realize they had such so many. So I picked this up. This is a kind of a treat to myself. My favorite King Diamond album. This one is on music on vinyl. It's got the Roadrunner sticker and the music on vinyl. This is definitely, from what I see, watching videos and things like that, a lot of people's favorite King Diamond, and I gotta agree. This is the only King Diamond released on music on vinyl as far as I know. I think some of the other releases are all on Metal Blade. There's the back cover. Still hoping for a new King Diamond album in the next, hopefully in the next year and a half or so. The back is just black, and then we got the lyrics all printed here. And the vinyl is just standard black, but I really like that old school looking Roadrunner label. That's pretty neat. Like I said, once in a while I'll treat myself to something maybe I normally wouldn't buy, and not a bad price. So again, that music on vinyl, they do such a great job. So anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, stop by anytime. Throw suggestions my way, throw questions, whatever. Just here to have fun with everyone, and like I said, just hang out for a bit, and until next time, stay heavy.